Grant, your thoughts on that one this evening?
I felt we got what we deserved, really. No, I try and be as honest as I can, as always, in these press conferences, and I felt that we had some really good moments, really good chances. We didn't quite take them. They were clinical. They were ruthless with their opportunities, but the first two in the first half are very avoidable for us. You know, it's just a straight ball over the top of us. We just don't get there. Teddy stops, starts, slips, and you know, it was just a mistake from that area of the pitch. The second one's something we pride ourselves on really well in terms of set plays. We've been strong this season. We clear the first bit, we don't get to the second bit, and then we just don't pick up as the ball gets into the box, and it's simple tapping. We felt when we got the goal, just on the stroke of half time, that if we can start on the front foot second half, if we can, particularly going towards our fans, try and get them on board, which they were all night, we could have a real good goal. And then the third goal is just a killer for us, really. I think we should just take a foul or slide, and Jamie on the far side, and they just break, and he's in, and it's a good finish from the boy. The fourth one again was the one where it just gets a little 1-2 in the far side, crossing the box, centre forward scores. We should be better than that. And the fifth one's a mistake from Jay, who's been outstanding. I think so. Every mistake we made tonight, we got punished. And that's the most disappointing thing about it, really. We have made mistakes in games. People bail people out. Tonight we just got punished on every mistake. Although Paul will probably say that they're really good goals from his point of view. I'm really disappointed.
Yeah, how frustrating is it, given how well you defended recently?
Well, it just shows you if you don't do the basics right, if you don't win tackles, win duels, take the ball off people, track runners, that's the reason why we conceded these goals tonight. And if you don't do that in this division, you get punished. And we've seen that this season already. We've seen it against Barrow, we've seen it against Newport, we've seen it here tonight against Chesterfield. If you don't do the basics of football right, then you get punished, and that's what happened to us tonight. And do you know what? It might be a good thing for us. I said to the players, and maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it brings us back down a little bit. Because I sensed a wee bit of it yesterday in training, and I reminded them that you need to keep the focus every single day you're here. You need to work and train like whether you're playing or not playing, everybody needs to be at it. So, I don't know, hopefully it's a good thing for us. Hopefully it gives us all a little slap and a reminder that if you step off it, then that's what happens.
What was that a case of that you kind of spotted in training? A little bit of comfort in the
a little bit, maybe a little bit. People thinking, we know what we're doing. We've done it for a year and a half. We're quite relentless in terms of how we want to work, and if people are not doing it, then we're not a problem of letting them know. And but what's important is tonight the boys learn of this. It's an unbelievable learning curve this for us tonight, because we've played against Chesterfield twice now. The first game they completely deservedly beat us. Tonight I think with more than enough opportunities, chances, with two really good opportunities before they even took the lead, that we should score, and we don't. But what's happened tonight is we've got absolutely punished of the mistakes that we've made, which, like I say to you, the players have been outstanding over the last few weeks, and tonight is just a real slap in the face for everyone.
You kind of touched on it there, but the scoreline could have been so different at half time with the chances that were missed. The start that you made flew out of the blocks.
But even the second half, we didn't start well at all. We were on the back foot. For whatever reason, we were so deep. They had so much space to play. They go to 4-1 really, really quickly. And then we hit the post from a header. Billy has a really good chance. It's like we had so many good opportunities. I tell you what I did really like is the impact of the subs when they come on. I felt if we didn't make them subs, I could see it going 5-6, because it felt like every time they went forward, we were going to make a mistake and something was going to happen. The impact of the five boys that come on flowed the momentum a little bit. We had a couple of really good chances. Should have scored a couple. Do score one of a set play. But I think tonight, for me and my staff and the players, really, it's a tremendous learning curve for us now, and hopefully we can, pick the bones out of that and improve in the future.
You're quite impressive, as you say, the impact of the substitutes. Particularly, you threw so many attacking players on, and sometimes you can lose a bit of your composure in those situations, but it kind of had the desired effect.
Yeah, we had to do something, to be honest. We were talking about doing it earlier, really. Spoke to Cliff, we were thinking about maybe 10 minutes in the side. I just didn't like the way we started, and we didn't get up the pitch. We didn't get close enough to them. They were running off us too much. And when you do things like that, you don't get the basics, you don't do the duels, you don't pick up second balls, you don't tackle when you should tackle, you get hurt. It doesn't matter who you play against, and that's what happened to us in the second half.
FA Cup against Crystal Palace up next. Is that an ideal game? A bit of a free hit in the FA Cup?
Well, listen, it's hard to speak about the FA Cup now after this. It's a bit raw. I'd rather keep the focus on this, digest this, and and pick the bones out of this with players really. And, I'm sure me and you will touch base on the Palace game probably Saturday, Sunday.
Is that the kind of big thing when you get the boys back in training?
Yeah, we got to look at it. We got to learn from it, because it's a given in this division and League One. Any division, you have to compete. You have to run. You have to. On transition, we knew they're decent at it and good at it. We jog too much. We breaking balls. We jog and then we sprint. And we're too late. It's just a lot of things went wrong for us tonight.
That's not what you've been about, particularly on Saturday. That game against MK Dons, the relentlessness was something that we talked about afterwards, and that constant running. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, the first half, although they scored 2 goals, and first one's a flip over the top and don't quite get the communication right between Jamie and Teddy and who's coming and who's not coming. The second one's a set play, but we had so many opportunities. The press was good. We made them kick. We picked up second balls in the first half. Second half, for the first 15-20 minutes, we just went away from everything what we're about. And then when the subs come on, they made a bit of an impact for us, stemmed the flow a little bit. We created opportunities, but not enough to get anything out of the game.